So I watched this documentary about a couple that smoked meth for the first time. They smoked meth, got really high, ran out of their car in negative 20-degree weather, and then froze to death. Real tragic stuff. And the lesson I took from that was this: meth is a summer drug.
Tonight on Laughs, we have so many great comics. Personal trainer is gonna recommend this show for an ab workout. Welcome back to Laughs. We got jokes. I'm your host, Jose Sardu. Everybody caught up? Okay, great. Let's kick it off by going to Columbus, Ohio at the Funny Bone. Take it away, Mike Parable.
Just so everybody knows where my head is at this evening, I accidentally bought some cherry chapstick today, and I've been feeling kind of sexy all day. Like, I get it. I get it, ladies. I didn't get it at first, but I get it now. I like pick-me-ups like that because I'm out of ramen noodles. Let me explain. Normally, when I'm not feeling good about myself, I make myself a big bowl of ramen noodles, flavor pack it, mix it all up real nice. Then I throw them in the garbage. Because it makes me feel better to know my life hasn't gotten to the point where I gotta eat that crap. It's nasty. I don't know why y'all do that. I'm a grown adult male. I shouldn't have to eat anything with a flavor packet. Another reason why I would need that pick-me-up is because I am officially an old dude. And it's not so much the number of people, it's I feel old. Some things have to make me feel. For example, I read an article not too long ago. Society says the average man at 27 should be married. It's very depressing because I don't think society factors in things like maybe me and a wife at this point in my life can actually fit in my mom's basement because it's not that big. It's finished, but it's damp.
I don't have any kids. No kids for me, so that's awesome. That's working out. I thought about getting a pet recently. I went to the rescue shelter, and the guy was like, "Ma'am, I think you should adopt this three-legged cat." I will pass. Mainly because you didn't rescue all of it. Yeah, I will take a whole cat because they're also free. I walked in there and asked to see puppies, you guys. That dude brought out part of a cat. That's rude, right? He just looked at me and went, get the starter kitten. She can't afford litter and scratch posts. He then said, "Ma'am, I think you have the perfect home for this cat." "Oh, I don't, sir, because I don't live on a pirate ship." Which is where Peg Leg belongs. But I will take him home right now if he comes with a laser pointer so I can point it at the ground, watch the cat swipe at it, and then just fall on its face.
These guys are great on TV, but they're even better live. You can find out where they're performing by going to facebook.com/laughstv show and catch up with your favorite performer in person. It's pretty cool. Now we're heading to my old stomping ground, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Helium Comedy Club. Here's Mia Jackson.
I love CSI. I watch every single version of the show, but every time they investigate those people's houses, the houses are always clean. And I don't know what kind of house you live in, but I'm scared if they walked into mine, they would go, "This is nasty as hell. How are we supposed to find out who killed her?" I can hear somebody saying, "I think we should dust for fingerprints," and somebody else going, "I think we should dust and mop, because this is disgusting. I don't know if it was the bullets or the bacteria. What killed her?"
It is good to be here. It is good to be out of the house in general. We have a 1-year-old now. We have a 1-year-old baby. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you can clap, don't clap. I don't care. It's not our kid. I should tell you what's going on. You're like, is this an Amber Alert? Should we call somebody? What do you mean? The fiance has a sister. The sister has a 19-year-old sister, has a 1-year-old baby. She fell in some trouble back in Indiana. Me being the good guy that I am, I was like, hey, why doesn't your sister and the baby come live with us in LA for a little bit? You know, not thinking that was going to happen. And Her sister was like, cool, I'll be right there. Oh, okay, well. Great news. So now I have 2 important jobs around the house. Number 1 job, of course, keep the baby safe when I watch the baby, duh, right? It sounds so easy, but nobody tells you how fast babies are. Oh my God. I looked away for 10, 15 minutes to take a nap the other day, and that baby was gone, you guys. Just front door open, he's hitchhiking to Vegas. Where are you going? I got a Groupon. He was gone. Second job I have around the house, probably the more important job, if I'm being honest with you, it's to, not sleep with the 19-year-old sister. That is the tough job. A few brave guys clapping, others, I want to clap, I do, but she's here.
Let's keep the laughs going. It's contagious, like strep throat. Okay, bad example. Like yawning. Okay, I'm terrible at that. All right, no more analogies. Let's just get some laughs. Here's Antoine Young.
It got so bad for me, I had to turn in my change the other day. I went to the Coinstar. Y'all familiar with the Coinstar? You turn in your change for cash? Isn't it a bit ironic that they call it a Coinstar? Because I never known nobody turn their last little bit of change for some cash that's actually feeling like a star at that point. I felt they could have gave it any name and people would have still used it. They could have called it Coin Machine, Coin Place, Coin Station. They had to call it Coinstar? It's almost like they're making fun of you. Like they being sarcastic. Like they're saying, no, you're not a millionaire. You're not a thousandaire. Well, you're no type of dollaraire whatsoever. But you do possess a lot of change, though. You know what you are? You're a Coinstar. I've been noticing a lot of homeless people. I can't feel sorry for all the homeless, though, because a lot of them make a lot of poor decisions. Like, I was leaving a 99-cent store the other day. This guy, he asked me for some change as I was leaving a 99-cent store. I was like, obviously, y'all are having some change. I was like, you couldn't think of nowhere else better to ask people for money at, like a Vons or Albertsons? And I was thinking, if I was homeless, I'll go to places where I know plenty of people have plenty of change, like an arcade or a laundromat. And I'll be like, you washing everything? You playing all the games? But I feel real sorry for the guy. I feel real bad for him. So I was like, let me go talk to the guy, give this guy like some words of encouragement. So I went to the dude to talk to him. And I was like, hey, you may not have a job right now. You may not have a place to stay. But if you look in your cup, you do possess a lot of change, though. I said, you know what you are? I said, you're lazy.
The toughest thing is when, when your friends try to hook you up with people. My friends are real terrible at that. They're like, hey man, I know this really good girl. She's Indian, you'll like her. Like, you're not putting together a living room set. You realize that, right? It doesn't have to match, man. Shake it up, all right? Let's just shake it up a little bit. Plus, there's a billion of us. We're gonna make it. There's no shortage of Indian people. 1 billion, all right? We're 1 out of 7 of the total population. That means if you have 6 friends and not one of them's Indian, you're a racist.
We have a lot more laughs coming up, but first we gotta take a break. Don't worry, we'll call you when it's back on. It's back on! It's back on! We're starting! Come on, get back in here! All right, game on! Welcome back to Laughs! Let's start in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada at the MGM Grand, home of Brad Garrett's Comedy Club. It's so nice, you can't even tell you're in a basement. Here's Zoltan Kazas.
All right. It's good to be here. I don't have any kids, which I'm pretty proud of that. Thank you. I got a younger brother. He's like 13 years younger than me. So the closest I've had to having kids is when he was a kid, when he was younger. I coached his soccer team, which is pretty crazy. They just let you coach. There's no background checks. They really need coaches. They're like, here's some kids and a ball, have fun at the park. And you're like, wow, that's it? You don't want to Google me? Make sure I'm not like a red dot on your laptop screen first? Like, okay. Awful. I don't even know anything about soccer and they let me coach. Isn't that crazy? I'm like, I've never played. And they're like, don't worry, here's a little pamphlet, everything you need to know about coaching youth soccer. You know what was not in the pamphlet? What to do when one of the kids craps their pants. And it happened. And I'm flipping through the pamphlet like nothing, not even a suggestion. Great. I don't know what to say to a bunch of 8-year-olds jumping around going, Jeremy crapped his pants. I don't know, man. I don't have any of you. Don't pass it to him? I don't know. They don't tell you when you coach soccer that every game, Saturday morning, 7 a.m. They sprung that one on me. I'm like, really? Every game? These kids don't play in prime time ever? I like to have a good time on a Friday night. Saturday morning, 7 a.m. I'm not teaching these kids anything except like what a whiskey hangover smells like. Huddle up. All right, stand still, please. You're making me nauseous with all the jumping and whatnot. All right, guys, don't use your hands, probably. I think that's a rule, maybe. If you guys need me, I'll be on the sidelines drinking your baby Gatorades and eating your orange slices, because I am dehydrated. Go Green Lanterns, get after them. It's off. That team that I coached, we didn't win the championship, but we got all the way to the championship game. That's crazy. Had nothing to do with me. We had these 2 Mexican kids that were unbelievable. They were magical. Yeah. Unstoppable. My only job as a coach was to make sure the 8 other unathletic white kids got out of the way of Miguel and Jose. That was my only job. I'm like, hey, do you guys want to win? Then when you see these 2 coming down the middle, you part like the Red Sea and you let them work their damn magic. Because they're playing for contracts. And you guys are playing because your parents don't want to watch you 3 days out of the week. So.
I'm just a little too militant. I'm a little more Malcolm than I am Martin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love them both, but I'm a little more, like, if you don't want to serve me or deal with me because of the color of my skin, that's fine. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. We'll have our own separate things, right? Like, I won't even eat at Johnny Rockets because it looks like a place that used to not serve people that look like me. Do you understand what I'm... Welcome to Johnny Rockets. Can I take your order? Hell no, you can't take my order. I was watching a documentary about the sit-ins and I learned a lot about it, but then I thought about it and I realized if I could interview anybody from the civil rights movement, I wouldn't want to interview anybody from the sit-ins or anybody that I already know about, right? The person I want to interview from the civil rights movement is the first black person to ever go into one of those restaurants post-segregation and then order food from that restaurant and then eat the food from that restaurant. You understand what I'm saying? Like, who is this brave Negro? Do you understand? Because it's not like they changed the staff. It's the same racist staff from before. It's not like they went on a weekend retreat to discuss the importance of diversity. Nope, same racist staff from before. I'm just saying, you know what? If I went to go get my prescription filled at the pharmacy and I saw that my arch nemesis, my worst enemy, was the one filling my prescription, I'd be like, you know what? Crabs it is. I can scratch. That's all right.
You can watch full episodes and clips of laughs whenever you want by going online to YouTube. It's just like watching it on TV, except this might happen. More laughs coming up. Looks like you lost the remote, because you're still watching laughs. Is there a shortage of funny female comics? Nope. You want proof? Here you go.
I bought a pair of Tom's shoes for my best friend for her birthday. And if you don't know what Tom's are, if you buy a pair of these shoes, they send a pair to a child in need all around the world. Really nice, right? I mean, we should probably try that with groceries, but... But I bought her these shoes, and I found out she just returned them. And that's when it hit me, you guys. Wow, what happens when you return Toms? Because all I could picture is some poor little child running through the wilderness somewhere with the founder of Tom's running after him, trying to grab those shoes off of his feet and send him back to Nordstrom's. All because my best friend thought they looked weird on her feet, okay? Did some research, found out Tom sells sunglasses too. Just sounds like we're sending them everything but what they need, you know? Like, let's not send them Gatorade so they stop dying of cholera. Let's send them accessories, right? Shoes, sunglasses, maybe we can round up some used iPads after the show, ship those babies overseas. They might be starving to death, you guys, but they're gonna be really well dressed, okay? Tweeting to the very end.
I had a really good Valentine's Day this year, because it was the first year that I wasn't alone, because I settled. I've been trying to motivate him to exercise more because he's so fat. But he's like the healthy kind of fat, you know? He's like a big, fat avocado. So I made a deal with him, and I was like, all right, every time you go for a run, I'll let you make love to me. And it's working. He's losing weight, but now he's too exhausted to make love to me. So we both win. I don't always have sex with him, but when I do, I prefer 15 Dos Equis.
I am sending the perfect tweet, you guys. It's funny, it's sad, it's a roller coaster of emotions. You want to check it out? Go to @Laughs TV show on Twitter. Otherwise, you'll never know. Send.
Very easy to get false praise on social media nowadays, guys. Saw a guy, a friend of mine, post on Facebook, "No more drugs!" Then all these comments came in, "That's amazing, I'm so proud of you." But I know the guy very well, and I'm pretty sure he was just saying he ran out of drugs. My parents just learned how to text message. Third-generation Americans sound like they've all of a sudden become immigrants. Here's a real text message I got from my father. "Mom fall down? Okay." I didn't know what to say to that. I said, "Okay, tell Mom stay up." Old people and technology, that's society's cruelest joke. Saw an old woman the other day. She was like, "How do I use this smartphone?" I was like, "That's a Pop-Tart."
I'm getting ready to say some important stuff. All right, and you know it's important because I'm sitting here at a desk, books behind me.
The last laugh tonight comes from the strange mind of Tom Simmons. So, then there's this.
You know, there's a growing list of people in this country who need to get a sense of humor about themselves. Okay, and let's start with the young people. Okay, if there's one thing in America that we worship more than anything and shouldn't, it is youth. You know, I was young once and I was a jackass. We all were. If I could go back in time to myself at 21, I would want to beat the hell out of that arrogant punk. But I couldn't, because he was in way better shape and doesn't believe in nonviolence yet. He'd be kicking my ass like, "What you got to say now, future boy?" I'd be bloodied and laying in the streets. You know, seriously, mostly when we're young, that we're the most uninformed, unthoughtful, and easily offended. I mean, don't get me wrong, young people. I seriously admire your ability only having one way of looking at things and holding to it. But when I was young, people said, "The politically correct." And they meant the old people. And now it's reversed. They're talking about the young. Incredibly boring is how the world will be if we never said anything offensive. I mean, for example, saying America is the greatest country in the world when you've never left America is like saying stay-at-home mom is the toughest job in the world when you've never had a job. You know, you can say what you want, but don't talk bad about my religion or my country. All right, how about I talk about your guns then? Because guns kill people, but not as often as flags or the Bible. The Bible would be the dumbest book ever written if it wasn't for the Quran. That's one statement to offend 2.5 billion people. Hey, go make sure the doors are locked. The politically correct.
thank you for sharing the laughs. See you next week. Until then, let's go get weird on Twitter, which is not hard to do.